Hello to the Filipino and the global Gunpla community. Welcome back to the Mobile Suit Hangar for another episode of Critique My Build. This time we are going to do some basic Gunpla weapon customization using scrap parts and my secret plot plate. Please make sure to watch till the end of the video for the secret plot plate reveal, or else I'll go to your house and put stickers on your Gunpla. For this project, I'll be using the HG00 Quanta for the base MS. As you can see, I am using the HG00 Gundam's arms and shoulders and the HG Gundam Exia's shield. For the scrap parts, I got them from the leftovers from the MG Gundam ARF Kai, HGBD H2 Magnum SV version, and the HG M9 Gurns back. So consider this Kitbash a Setsuna Gundam hybrid. So the first thing I've done here is to modify or upgrade the GN Sword 5. As you can see, I am planning to use this leftover handle from the tactical arms to make it as the new handle for the sword. So as you can see, as I attach the blade, you notice that it is not properly aligned. So what I'm going to do here is I'll be cutting some parts on the handle from the tactical arms and sand some more so the blade can fit and it would be at the center of the hilt. The next thing I did here is to minimize the gap in between the blade and the hilt. Next thing I did here is to add support for the blade attachment by using the leftover parts from the HGBD H2 Magnum SV version. And finally, I have to make sure that this blade fits into the slot that I made for the hilt. So as you can see, this part is round and I have to sand it down to change the shape that would fit the hilt.
Six months later.
As you can see, the handle is very thin and the hand cannot really hold the sword securely. So of course, the next thing to do is to thicken the handle by using my secret plop plate. And of course, this handle became too thick, so I had to sand it down again. And that's done. Now let's have some test poses. A custom sword is never complete without a name. So I came up with this. What do you think, guys? Please leave your comments down below and tell me what you think of the name. Now let's move on to the next part, which is customizing the GN shield. And since Setsuna is expert in melee combat, I wanted to use these spare weapons for his Gundam. So I wanted it to be attached on the GN shield. So I went ahead and used the secret plop plate and put them in the slots of the knives. The plop plates in the slot will serve as attachment points to the GN shield. Now that I have the plop plate in place, I will be reinforcing this with quick dry cement. So I left this for a day to completely dry, and now let's test the attachment of the knives. And there you have it. The knives are completely stored and attached onto the shield. And what's amazing about this is that you can also put the knives facing front for an attack mode for the shield. And finally, I've used these leftover parts from the MG ARF guy, and I'll be attaching these to the sides of the shield. And let's see what it would look like. And now for the secret plot plate reveal. And yes, absolutely, this is my secret plot plate. You can definitely get this for free when you get your bread from the grocery store. So yeah, pretty convenient, huh? Especially now, you can't really, go outside and go to your hobby store and buy some plot plates. Community quarantine. And here are the complete weapons and accessories for my very first major kitbash. So this is the GN Shield and the GN Sword Omega. Now for some test poses. Thank you so much for joining me again in this video. Though it's not a tutorial video, I hope you learned something and you were able to stir up your creative mind. So again, this is another Critique My Build video, so please make sure to leave your feedback down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.